Howdy, I'm Tim.
Konnichiwa, I'm Matt.
And welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. Today we're bringing you one of our favorite maple cultivars that we love quite a bit. This is Acer Palmatum Mila.
Mila is an exceptional tree in that spring garden, but what really impressed us is every single season we were stopping in the greenhouse and taking pictures. It's one that caught our eye throughout the year. We wanted to take a second here in Maplewood Gardens, talk to you about a plant you might not have seen in a lot of other places because it's typically mostly just at Mr. Maple so far, Acer Palmatum Mila.
So let's talk about the colors on Acer Palmatum Mila. They're really out of this world. Whammo! Matt, what colors do you think this thing actually is?
Yeah, that we had a hard discussion trying to decide what we're going to call this color. I mean, it's fuchsias, it's purples, it's pinks. It's got kind of a green-yellow eye to it.
I see some oranges in there.
Yeah, it's really exceptional color. We'll put a close-up of this, and you can tell us what color you think this is in the comments below. It's definitely got some shades of bright red in there, but I'm not sure what else I'm seeing. It's got so many different color hits. I think that's what makes it really special and really stand out in that spring garden. It's one of the more flashy leaves. Now, it actually keeps its color really well. It's gonna get a little more green in it in mid to late spring, and then a little bit more green in the summer, but it's exceptional new growth, has just some amazing flushes that'll keep you grabbing your camera all year long.
Yeah, like Matt's talking about, the spring colors are fantastic, and this spring color holds for a long time for a spring colored Japanese maple. During the summer, you will get some green colors, but the summer flushes on this are out of this world when this returns, or even some darker versions of this return during the summer. And it became one of those plants, when people walked in the nursery during the summer, they said, "What is that?" And they'd never heard of it before. And it became one of our most popular, not only spring plants, but summer plants at Mr. Maple.
Yeah, not a lot of people know this, but it was named by Mila Kunis when she was shooting that 70s show. Just a really cool plant.
No, it wasn't. It was an introduction by Dick Vandermaat in Holland.
Dick's actually a great friend of ours.
Yeah.
We got to hang out with Dick Vandermaat. He came to a Maple Society meeting and gave a seminar on grafting and has been so gracious with us. We actually have one of his books and it has all of his different introductions in there. And Dick Vandermaat has named some of the best Japanese maples you'll ever see. And Mila is no exception. It is probably my favorite introduction of his.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of great introductions by Dick Vandermaat, it may be at the top of my list for its color. Exceptional plant. So it comes from Holland again. It's another one from Boskoop that has some just amazing color changes. And Dick Vandermaat has just a unique way of selecting plants that have a subtlety to them, but then also an incredible amount of flash. It's just like one of those plants, you may not understand how great it is the first time you see it, but you keep walking by it. And then over time, you're like, this is the coolest plant I know.
Yeah, this is one of the plants that's probably in one of my top 10.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's amazing. And it's a vigorous grower. This plant here was probably planted about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, it's fairly fast for us at over a foot of growth a year. I would say typically a foot to a foot and a half of growth. I don't know that it's always this columnar. This tree stayed fairly columnar for us overall, but it's not going to be a necessarily columnar tree. I would expect it to have a shape, more like an Emperor One in that upright tree form, but beautiful, beautiful colorations to this. I mean, that's really what makes it stand out in that spring garden, and just an exceptional overall plant.
And typically this plant goes to bright oranges and reds in the fall too. So it gives you a return of some really good color in the fall. But for a plant that just gives you some rock star color in the garden, we love this. We're here at Maplewood Gardens in early April, and we were walking around shooting some other videos, and we had to stop and shoot a video on Mila because this is really peaking and showing some amazing color right now.
Yeah, we've helped popularize this one. I think we were probably the first ones to offer this one in the United States.
Possible.
We've tried to offer it every time we can and make it more popular just because I think it really stands out. It's a great tree to pair with yellows, especially for those colors. It's another fun one to pair with Kristen Star if you have that one in your collection, because both in the spring are just otherworldly on the color and they're different, so the two together are really exceptional.
Hot Blonde or Summer Gold would also be a great companion plant, those yellows. Really give some stark contrast against this, whatever color y'all decide this is in here. And
my wife always argues with me about every color tree. I'm like, this is a pink tree, and she's like, no, it's red. So you let us know what you think this is in the comment section below. And Amy, you're excluded from voting. Hey, this channel keeps growing. We've been really blessed to pick up some amazing sponsors. Now a word from our main sponsor here on the Mr. Maple Show.
Our main sponsor is MrMaple.com. At MrMaple.com, They do over 1,000 varieties of Japanese maples, a mail-ordered Japanese maple nursery out of Western North Carolina. They ship all across the United States from their nursery to your door. So go on to MrMaple.com, check them out, sign up for their weekly emails. Enjoy. So here we have an up close at Acer Palmatum Mila.
It's not hard to see why we're big fans of this one. It's got a great leaf. It's just got great color. It's one of those Japanese maples that I really can't define what it is that I love about it. I mean, it's definitely that splash of color, but I can't really define what the color is very well. It's so hard to describe. I don't know that we have this color listed in the crayon box there, but it's an awesome, awesome color pattern. I think it keeps changing too. It gets some different shades in it throughout the season that you're gonna love.
Describe this color in the comments below. See what you, would you describe Mila here from this video you're seeing of the up close part of the foliage? This is just one of those plants that's just so unique, so different, and it's one of those plants that just continues to perform all season long. Acer Palmatum Mila is an amazing Japanese maple that will give you some great colors throughout the season from the spring, summer, and fall with some seasonal changes and some amazing colors in your garden.
This is a great plant. You know, I mentioned that it was named by Dick Vandermaat, and if I could help popularize this tree at all in America, I'm gonna, because I absolutely love it. He's a good friend of ours, and so I've always talked this one up, but it is just one of my favorite plants. When I first saw it, I was like, you know, this is just so shocking. We've got to get this going. We've got to get it involved in the nursery trade. It's definitely one you're not going to find a lot of places. I don't know that I've seen it anywhere else. We're definitely getting it out there some with the collectors, so don't wait when you see this one in stock. You can always go find it if it's not currently in stock on Mr. Maple, and sign up for those notifications by email to get notified as soon as it's back in stock. This one does tend to go quickly when it's in stock. It's quite popular, and you can see why.
We greatly appreciate you all watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. That's when you'll find out when Mila is getting listed. So make sure you sign up for that so you'll be notified when Mila actually comes out on MrMaple.com. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.